Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE WrestleMania 41 is almost here, but just like each year, things don't slow down much once the show is over. The focus immediately shifts to Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and upcoming events from there on. The SmackDown brand could potentially have quite the reunion post-WrestleMania 41. Triple H could reunite Penta and Rey Fenix, collectively known as the Lucha Brothers, and have them debut as a team in WWE to feud with a top stable. Legado del Fantasma is led by Santos Escobar, alongside Los Garza's Angel and Berto. Escobar has seemingly developed an interest in Rey Fenix, which is leading to a bout between the freshly debuted star and Berto tonight on the Blue brand. Rey Fenix is clearly outnumbered currently, but this could lead to a major reunion after WWE WrestleMania 41. Penta could show up on the SmackDown after the show of shows to save his brother from a 3-on-1 situation. From there on, the reunited Lucha Brothers could take on Los Garza in tag team action. This would allow fans to see the brothers back together after showing off their singles abilities by themselves, albeit briefly. It could also lead to some incredible in-ring tag team matches. If the Lucha Brothers do team up to take on 2/3 of Legado del Fantasma on WWE SmackDown, the pair is still outnumbered. Given how good Angel and Berto are, the X Factor of Santos Escobar could be too much for Penta and Rey Fenix to handle. Thankfully, Fenix and Penta might have backup by way of Andrade. The former United States champion knows both men well, so uniting wouldn't be unrealistic. However, there is a bigger reason why they may align temporarily. Andrade had a recent run-in with Legado del Fantasma. He stood up for Angel and Berto, who were being dressed down by Escobar. This led to a tense confrontation between El Idolo and Santos Escobar. Supposing that there is lingering resentment there, the two could very well collide in the future. If Fenix and Penta are dealing with Angel and Berto, it could lead to the two stories merging into one. From there, Nick Aldis or Triple H could book a 6-man tag team match. Rey Fenix, Penta, and Andrade versus Santos Escobar, Berto, and Angel could be show-stealing if given the time and spotlight to deliver. Chapter 1. WrestleMania's End. A new era begins. WrestleMania 41 had just ended in front of a roaring Las Vegas crowd at Allegiant Stadium. The pyro had dimmed. The crowd slowly filtered out. Roman Reigns had finally lost his title in a stunning main event, and Cody Rhodes stood tall as the new face of WWE. The Bloodline's dominance was fading, and the company was pivoting toward a fresh era. In the backstage gorilla position, Triple H, Paul Levesque to those closest to him, removed his headset. He leaned back in his chair, exhausted yet electrified. WrestleMania was his second full one as the creative head, and by all metrics it was a success. But Paul knew what every great booker understands. After the climax, the next chapter matters even more. He had an idea brewing, a vision for a moment that could rival even Cody's coronation. Chapter 2. The state of the tag division. WWE's tag team division was in flux. While teams like Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest, DIY and Imperium brought in-ring fire, something was missing. The electricity of nostalgia fused with present-day storytelling. Triple H, a tag team aficionado himself from his D-Generation X days, knew the draw of an iconic reunion. Fans were starved for magic. A return of warriors from a golden era. He scanned the roster board in his office, mind-whirring. "It's time," he muttered. But who? Chapter 3. Whispers of a Reunion. For months, cryptic vignettes had aired on Raw and SmackDown, silhouettes in locker rooms, old boots left on benches, classic entrance music playing distorted in the background. Hardcore fans speculated wildly. Names were thrown around: the Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, New Age Outlaws, even the Shield. But none seemed plausible until Triple H picked up his phone and made 2 calls. Chapter 4. The call they didn't expect. The first call went to a man who hadn't stepped into a WWE ring in over 5 years. He was sitting by the ocean in Florida, enjoying semi-retirement, producing indie content, occasionally wrestling on the side. "Hey, Hunter," he answered. "You ready to come home, Enzo?" Triple H asked. There was silence, then laughter. "You serious?" Enzo Amore replied, stunned. "Dead serious. I want to do this right. One more run. Real storytelling, real heat, real redemption." The second call went to New Jersey. Big Cass, now going by W. Morrissey in AEW, was wrapping up his obligations there, but his contract was nearing its end. "You and I have had our ups and downs," Triple H began. "But I've seen the work, the comeback, the recovery. You're ready." Cass exhaled. "You bringing both of us back?" Triple H smiled. "Oh, you better believe it. We're bringing back Certified G.I.S." Chapter 5. Creative Control Rewritten. This wasn't going to be a quick nostalgia pop. Triple H's vision was long-term storytelling, a true arc. He assembled a writing team and laid down the framework. Post-Mania Raw. Start with a backstage camera capturing chaos. The camera pans to see tag teams laid out. A necklace with a gold microphone left at the scene. Week 2. A mysterious voiceover interrupts a match. "You can't teach this," echoes through the arena. Week 3. Live appearance. The crowd goes nuclear as Enzo and Cass walk through the crowd like they never left, but this time more serious, less clownish. Long-term goal: earn a legitimate title run while redeeming their troubled past. Show growth, maturity, but keep the charisma. Triple H wanted to blend reality and fiction. The return wouldn't ignore the controversies. Instead, it would embrace the truth of their journey, rehabilitation, rejection, and redemption. Chapter 6. Backstage Challenges. Bringing back controversial figures isn't easy. Some talent were hesitant. "There are risks," one senior producer warned. Triple H nodded. "But they're my risk." He sat down with Enzo and Cass personally. Ground rules were set. Respect in the locker room. Strict professionalism. They agreed wholeheartedly. Cass was sober, focused, and in the best shape of his life. Enzo, still a lightning rod, had matured too, learning from his mistakes and ready to prove people wrong. The locker room slowly welcomed them. Chapter 7. The Return. Raw after Mania. The arena lights dim. A familiar beat kicks in. "My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud." The crowd erupts. Out walks Enzo, mic in hand, dressed to kill. Behind him, Big Cass, towering, stoic, intimidating. Enzo cuts a fiery promo. No dancing, no jokes, just fire. "This ain't 2016. This ain't NXT. This ain't clown shoes. This is real. We're not back for cheers. We're back to dominate." They interrupt a match between DIY and Alpha Academy, sparking a brawl that ends with Cass chokeslamming Johnny Gargano through the announce table. The division had been put on notice. Chapter 8. The Rise of the Real Ones. The next 3 months are a slow build. Wins over the Street Profits and New Day. A promo battle with The Miz and Logan Paul. A personal feud with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, blending past backstage heat with on-screen tension. But the peak? A face-to-face with the Bloodline Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. The Usos, separated, start taking sides, and Enzo and Cass find themselves unlikely babyfaces in the war against the remnants of the Bloodline. Triple H's gamble is paying off. Merch is flying. Ratings rise. Social media is ablaze. They call themselves the Real Ones. Chapter 9. Tag Team Gold. At SummerSlam 2025, it culminates. Triple H books the match personally. Enzo and Cass versus Judgment Day for the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles. The 20-minute brawl. Cass powerbombs Priest through the barricade. Enzo dodges Bowler's coup de grace and hits a surprise jumping DDT on 2-3. The Real Ones stand tall, Pyro explodes. The crowd chants you deserve it. They'd raise the belts and share a quiet, real hug in the center of the ring. It's not just about gold. It's about redemption. Chapter 10. Legacy Rewritten. Triple H watches from backstage. He knows he took a risk, bringing back controversial figures, investing in storytelling over spectacle. But it worked. He called it creative disruption. In interviews, he explained, "This business is about moments, but the moments that last, they're the ones with real stakes, real history." Enzo and Cass weren't just coming back. They were coming full circle. And the fans, they felt that. Enzo and Cass would go on to defend the titles through Survivor Series and even flirt with a heel turn again, balancing the tightrope of heat and respect. They weren't perfect, but they were real. And in a world of scripted promos and choreographed moves, real always wins. Epilogue. The game's greatest gamble. Triple H's reputation as a wrestling visionary reached new heights. His ability to tap into emotion, nostalgia, and long-form storytelling reminded the world why he's not just a suit, but a student of the game. Enzo and Cass didn't just return. They redefined what a comeback could look like in WWE and for fans everywhere. One thing was clear. There's only one word to describe that return, and I'm gonna spell it out for ya. SAWFT. Not this time. They were solid. They were sharp. They were savage. They were the real ones. Let me know if you'd like this styled more like a screenplay, a segment-by-segment booking outline, or want an alternate tag team instead. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.